So far I've flown the DJI Neo 2 hands-free with tracking and only using my phone. But today I'm flying the DJI Neo 2 with a controller, just like a traditional drone. Curious how it handles? Stay tuned and let's get up in the air. Today I want to switch things up and fly it with the remote controller N3 from the Fly More combo. And luckily the weather is finally on our side. The sun is out, so this is a great opportunity to push the DJI Neo 2 to a bit higher level and see how it performs. Once we reach my favorite spot, we will set up the controller together with my iPhone and then get the Neo 2 up in the air. Alright, this is the N3 controller from DJI. So first of all you open here this clamp, then you get out the USB-C cable here, the connection cable to your phone. Afterwards you're taking your phone. Yep, that's it. And number two. So you have these cool sticks here, and then you can open the DJI Fly App here very easily. And then you activate the controller by tapping on the on-off button here once and twice, and then hold it down. So once and twice, hold it down. And now it's ready for the connection to the drone. So now we do the same on the drone. We also push the button once, then twice and hold it down. Perfect. Now it's also on. It's already connected to the remote controller here, and we can go fly. So basically you have to wait that it finds some satellites, and until this is done I will show you quickly the buttons here on the controller. So first of all you have the sticks. The left stick controls attitude and rotation. Push it up or down to climb or descend, and left or right to rotate the drone. The right stick controls movement, forward and backward, side to side movements. So then you have here the buttons on the back. With this scroll wheel you can simply move the gimbal up and down, and then you have here the FN button here on the front, and the FN button is a customizable button, but I use it like it is predefined. So when you click it here, the camera will go down 90 degrees, and when you click it again, it goes directly to the normal horizon level. Okay, so this was this button. The other button on the other side here with your right index finger is the camera on-off button, so you can activate the video here or take a photo. So when I click it here, it starts recording here, and you can see my hand now. Alright, here you have another button on the right side. With this button you switch very easily between the photo mode and the video mode. Alright, then we have here also buttons. This is the return to home and home button. Then on the other side you have the on-off button. In the middle you have a function slider. You can set your drone into 3 different modes. So the first one is cine mode, so it flies very slow. Then you have the normal mode here. And the last one is the sports mode. It flies up to 41 kilometers around per hour. But you will see one limitation here.
Obstacle sensing unavailable. Fly with caution.
So the obstacle sensing is deactivated and you should fly with caution. And I would say let's get this thing up in the air.
Operate remote controller.
Take off. So obstacle avoidance is on, 120 meter maximum. Okay, and I would say let's go up.
Max altitude reach.
So let's turn around a bit. And afterwards I will go flying over there, and for that I have to bring it down and to perform the next test with the controller, the obstacle avoidance test. Strong wind warning, but I don't think it is an issue. As you can see, it has the obstacle avoidance, so no issues so far. There are trees, but it comes down. That's perfect. Alright, so this was the 120 meter test. So there is a slight wind, but no issue so far. And now I will do a short obstacle avoidance test.
Home
And
point
now
updated.
let's go forward. All right, no issue so far. So let's fly here a bit. There is a tree, and then we can go around here. Let's go here. Okay, then let's fly here. See if it can handle this as well. And then let's go home. One cool thing is that you can let the drone track you via active track. I will show you this in a moment. So I can just take it here and continue talking, and you will hear the sound from the DJI Mic 2. So you could also use this as a stable vlogging camera, but you can also use this to capture footage from a cool angle, for example from the bird's eye perspective. And I will bring the drone now up and you will see how this works.
Take off.
Okay, and now let's try
Home
out our
point
active
updated.
tracking. So I will rotate the gimbal down here, I will go up a bit more, I will go to the front, and then I will just draw a box around myself here. Yes, it's here. Great stuff. And then I can also turn around and move, and it will track me also here. So as you can see, I can simply move around and it follows me from behind. This looks really cool. Interestingly, it works the best when you just use the hands-free mode, and the drone will follow you here, as you can see. And I will get rid of the propeller noise then afterwards in DaVinci Resolve by using the AI voice isolation. So it follows me now from the front. So that's really cool. And this is just an example. So there are some branches, I hope. Yeah. And yeah, let's get it back. Okay, then let's move on to the next spot and do some cinematic shots. All right, I'm currently here on my favorite flying spot, and I will say let's get up the DJI Neo 2 in the air and show you some cinematic moves together with the controller. So let's go. And then let's do a bit of a cinematic shot. Let's move forward and a bit to the side. You can see the drone still. Let's go down here a bit. So on the screen you can see in the bottom left corner the attitude and the distance. In the middle I just put here a histogram that I see that it's not overexposed. You can activate or deactivate this in the settings. On the other side I'm flying in auto mode, so you can also use here the manual mode and you can do everything manually. But for this test I think this is enough. I think we can do another video where I do it manually. And yeah, let's go to automatic mode, and then you have other options here. So for that I will deactivate the recording, and I can say I want to go to this button here. So this is the film strip here. You can choose between photo, video and quick shots. Let's go to photo, and we can simply say take a cool photo here, and you can see the photo right now. That's great. And let's go back to the photo. Say we want to do a burst shot, so 3, let's do this. Okay, so it took 3 burst photos. So you can also do a time shot. I do not show you this now. Then we go to video. This is just manual or slow motion, so you can also do some slow motion shots. This makes sense when you have objects which move fast to give it a more cinematic touch. Then we have here the quick shots, and I think the quick shots are the same. You've already seen in my other video. So for example, you have here the drone, the rocket, the circle, the helix and the boomerang here. So I want to do a helix now here, and I will select here myself and this little hut here, and then we say we want a
3,
helix shot. So
2,
let's go.
1.
And now it starts to do a cool helix shot. This looks amazing, by the way. Alright, I will speed this up, but it's not too boring for you. And here we go. We are back, and now the drone will return to the starting point. If you have not seen the quick shots, you can check them out in my other videos. And now we have 39% battery here. I will switch back to video mode. Normal mode, I will keep recording, and let's show you some cool shots. I will stop talking now and just flying. And it comes down as planned.
Low battery. Aircraft
And
landing
we're
automatically.
back home. Alright, drone back on the ground, still in one piece. For me, flying the DJI Neo 2 with the remote controller N3 really adds a lot of precision and makes it feel much closer to a traditional drone compared to flying it just with the phone like in my last DJI Neo 2 video. I'm still stoked how versatile this little drone is, crazy. In my next DJI Neo 2 test I will show you how you can noticeably improve the sound quality using a small accessory together with your phone during flying. It's still DJI related, but I will keep the details for the next video. So if you don't want to miss that, consider subscribing to the channel, activate the bell, and if you want to help me out, a like on this video would be greatly appreciated. Stay healthy, take care, and I will see you in the next one.